Greetings and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mikey07 and you are watching Zmodeler2 tutorial series where I convert Audi RS4 from Need for Speed Pro Street to GTA San Andreas. Check previous episodes if you want to see how we got this far. And in this episode I want to finish up last small details before I actually export it to the game and try it out. So first off, let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, first off, before we have added more objects, I don't think we'll ever add, but we'll need to set UV channels to all objects. So for example, for the windows to be seeing through, to have alpha, they have to have a channel, second channel. It's like a second texture channel which holds alpha though. I don't know how to better explain. So to do that you need to go to each object and right click properties, go to vertex formats, and here the UV channels, click 2. Also, if you have some object which doesn't use any texture, like I have this black RS here, it doesn't use any texture, just color. To not have it white in the game, you have to have UV channel too. For example, this on stream doesn't, but for example this exhaust, it have this gray tone, and if I would export it now to the game, it will be just white. So to have it in some color, you have to set UV channels to 2, or second UV channel, or whatever how we call it. Okay, so and just click on this one, and here are the all objects, and for this you can select all objects. Once you really have to select all objects, that's it's better to do it before you start make object, because now it's kind of takes a quite time to set all objects UV channel to. Alright, so when you have set all to the UV channel 2, you can continue working on. Also you need to set UV channel 2 so you can see all parts through the glass. For example, now you don't see the driver door, but you see the passenger door. So in this game, if you wouldn't set to UV channel 2, you would export and you couldn't see the door. So like here from the back window you can't see any of the doors. So you have to set UV channel to 2 so you can see all parts from all sides. So once that's done, we can save, and let's finish up building DFF. So let's start by adding all dummies. Go to here and add dummy helper. Now we need to make headlights. I will start with making all dummies which you'll need. So daylight, come on, daylights. Don't remember. Does it? Yeah, I guess was it 2. What? I will write a list of all dummies which is essential to actually have it working in the game. There's some optional dummies and some just they have to have. So let's add bed, front seat, and bed back seat. So these all are the dummies which is just needed so the game doesn't crash once you enter it. Also you need at least have front doors, door RF and door LF. Why does it have this? Oh, never mind. So yeah, you have these 4 dummies. Also exhaust, you should be, yeah. If you don't add exhaust, it will just be in the middle of car, but it won't crash the game. But if you don't have these two and wheels and doors, it just will crash the game. So we need exhaust and engine. Same as goes for engine. If you don't add this dummy, it will be in the middle. For example, if you crash your car and start smoke, the smokes will start from the middle. So what more dummies we need? Oh, we need petrol cap. Petrol cap. It's a optional dummy, just so game knows when you shoot in the petrol cap, it will blow up. Well, so we have the central brake light. Let's add another dummy called taillights 2. So now there will be rear lights, and here will shine rear lights. Now we can start to move these dummies to the right locations. Easier is to just move this car itself under. So now all these dummies is as priority. Pick up the move. You don't need to select anything. So let's save this out. Let's start with which we have. Should be headlights. Yeah, headlights. And just drag and drop around the headlights in this view and in this one or this one. Also, it's good to make them as wide as you can, because in sunrise, if you make like these inside ones, there will be really small light effect on the ground. As wider you make, the bigger and longer the lights effect will be. Let's move it around here. So we have a medium-sized lights effect on the ground. So next one is taillights should be. Yeah, taillights. And this one, it doesn't matter how far this one. Taillights, let's move around here. A little bit up. So yeah, this is our brake light. So next one is bed front seat. Yeah, bed front seat. And this mode, just you can adjust it. It should be somewhere around here, and you only have to adjust it only to the left side. It will duplicate to the right side in the game. Around here. Next one is bed back seat. Same as front, just oh my bad, you have to add to the this is the right side. You only have to make them same as headlights and taillights. You only have to set them at the right side until in-game duplicate. Same as exhaust. And in exhaust, you have two exhausts. You have to set them in the handling unit, or just set that they are double exhaust. Next one is engine. Yeah, engine. I usually move this dummy somewhere in the front, so when it's damaged a little bit, it looks like only the radiator is damaged and the smoke and the steam is coming out. And once it gets damaged even more when you drive, it looks like the whole front is burning, not just the interior, because if you put it somewhere in here, it will start make the fire effect around here and it doesn't look so good, so just leave somewhere in the front. Next one is petrol cap. This is not important, but as in Sunrise there is dummy. There's many modes that doesn't even have this petrol cap, like, because it's optional. And also don't move it like inside here, but leave it a little bit outside, so the bullet actually can reach it, because if you move it inside, collision won't let it through. Oh, and taillights too. This one, taillights too, yeah. This one just leave in the middle, around here. So when you hit the brake, the lights coming up. So here's all the dummies you need to have working. Also, let's duplicate, copy, correct copy. Let's move it. Headlights too, so we have fog lights around here. And in this view, let's put it. This one? No. Oh yeah, it's under the car. Headlights too, yeah, around here, and rename it to headlights too. Okay, so now we have all the dummies, we have all the wheels, we have all the doors, and we are ready to finish up our DFF file. Just move these all dummies inside the chassis dummy, so it's in one place and organized, and just doesn't, as you can see, this nice looking DFF file. So let's make another dummy and called which card can replace. Let's replace with Sentinel. Yeah, no, Sentinel will be bad, but okay. Sentinel dot DFF and move it inside. So you're kinda done with the model itself. Now you need to add collision and shadow. Let's import some which cards same. Let's pick up the elegant. What we need only, let's pick up for collision, link, unlink, and shadow, link, unlink, and delete the rest of it. So now we have this collision and this shadow. And also from here you can delete all Sentinel elegant, which is the last texture. Yeah, just the glass. So delete all until it comes to glass one and glass. So okay, so now we have only this part of texture. I always recommend to delete them because to start like adding some when my computer is lagging, I don't know. Come on. Once you start doing wheels from other models, you get like lots of textures here and no like out of textures. Wait, lag. I'll be back when I find out where is the lag. Alright, seems it's fine now. Okay, so now we can modify our shadow. As you can see, if you would export it right now in the game, it will be like this, and once you set your settings to the highest, you will see this black dark thing around the car. So let's modify it. Also remember to keep it as one piece, because once you detach something from it in the game, its shadow won't look that good. It will have like a mini piece, and you might have seen some mods have like a one shadow and then there's like a small piece around it, which doesn't look so good. So go to vertex mode and select the shadow. Now modify, move, enable auto and select, and let's move it inside. Yeah, this one goes up, enable back. This one goes around like here. As you don't need to make it exact, and be sure you make it smaller than the actual model. Let's move this outside, because if you make it, the shadow will be the same as in Zmodeler basically. So if you leave it like this, it will be like this. It's kinda tricky when it's a boxy shadow. Of course you can make your, let's see how does this law looks like. Maybe we can use it as the shadow. Yeah, it will be the best option. Actually, yeah, because as you can see, there is not under on this object, and it doesn't look, and it has too many small pieces. Yeah, it's not good. Shadow needs to be just as basic as it can be, without any details or anything. Because if you add too many details, the game will just crash because it doesn't like highly detailed shadows. Let's move this inside. Actually need to make it a little bit narrow. This one side. Actually let's select all. Now modify scale geometry, and only on the x-axis. Surround here. Now let's scale it only on the y-axis. Around here. Now let's move it. Oh, I have enabled this, and move it around here. Okay, so the now shadow looks kind of better, but still doesn't look so good. Once we are at the final steps, I will make it look even better, so it looks even better. Let's move this rear end. What's happening in the rear? Yeah, well, it had almost the same back, so we can just move this piece a bit outside, so it's rounded back. And be sure you move out these things which come out inside, so you shouldn't be able to see anything from the shadow in Zmodeler. Also, because in the game all these small pieces will show up, and it will be like, especially if you use some ENB, they will be really annoying. I know when I was new at modding, I didn't even care about shadows because I had low-end PC and I used low settings, so I didn't even knew how the shadow looks like and what does it do, because shadow works only in the medium or high. Also, you can, when you press Alt, you can turn around, like now you can just move this one, and when you press Alt, you go back to the arrow. Just small tip. If you don't want to disable the tool but want to just look around. Yeah, let's move all these points inside the car. Like I said, I will adjust the shadow even better once we are closer to the end. And this mode will be also available on my website, ike07.com, for download. Of course, once it's finished. You can also leave some requests what cars you want to convert from some games, and I'll see what can I do for it. Okay, so now we have our shadow. Let's be sure it's in the center as well. Yeah, because right now shadow isn't in the center, so if you would export this game now, the shadow would be to the back because it will move to the center. So we need to display local axis and offset reset to world, so it goes to the center. Now in the game it will be the same as now. So our shadow we have, the car we have, now only have left is a collision. The collision is the like a vehicle dimensions axis, dimensions of the accident, like when you hit another car, so the game knows how big the car is. I usually just move all these rounded things, these spheres inside the car, move it. Don't make it precise because they will have bigger area than they are in here. Just move them like a, it doesn't matter how precise you make them, just make them so they are not outside, because they also affect the shadow. For example, if I move this here, in the game shadow would be here, 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 like big shadow, so where it came from, here. So be sure it's the same. And this plane thing, it's a area, like when you drive in the rain, you can see on the body the raindrops is hitting. So this is the area which shows where those rain droplets to land. You can actually make it a bit more narrow this side, and if you have some questions, of course you can leave comments and ask how and why does something I do how I do. And also, of course, there is other modders who have other techniques and other methods how they make mods. This is how I make them, and I guess I make them good. Not to not say really good. Okay, so now we have our collision and shadow, and we are able to make our first test run. Let's move this collision in the DFF and shadow in the DFF, so we have all the three files you need to have in this file. Okay, so I guess that's all. Okay, that's all for this episode of Zmodeler2 series where I convert Audi RS4. In the next episode, I will start by exporting it to the game and checking out and fixing last things if they need to be checked. Also, I need to make a brake disc for this car. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye. Of course, leave a like and subscribe. See ya.